Okay, let's get going on this. Make sure you're being able to see everything. I'm doing 3 and 4. I'm following the same format as before. It's just common sense, obviously. Okay, and here we're given a rectangular prism in space, a right rectangular prism, to use the vocabulary of the regions, and I'm required to find the volume. Well, the volume is length times width times height, as you well know. So what I'm doing is I'm multiplying using FOIL the first two algebraic expressions, both linear, by the way. Makes sense to use that. And I'm getting I'm going to get a trinomial, and then I'm going to multiply it by the one that I was missing over here. So I do that, I FOIL it out, and now I combine like terms here and then multiply it. And you're expected to be able to multiply a trinomial times a binomial. I've never seen a Regents problem where they ask you to do a trinomial times a trinomial. You could go on forever if you think about it. So usually, as far as we're going to go anyway, is a trinomial times a binomial. So every term is matched up here, and you can see me multiplying left to right, making sure I have 6 terms, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's important to do that. Easy enough to make a mistake. I combine my like terms, and you should come up with this polynomial, cubic 4 terms. And we saw that the other day when I gave you your lesson showing you how to do these, okay? So there's the math set up for you. I guess if you give me some feedback, I'll be able to let you know, give you some more of these. These are the kind of problems they ask on the Regents with reference to multiplying polynomials, adding and subtracting like terms, because that's what we're doing right now. That will change shortly. And finally, a subject we're very familiar with. They want to know the lateral. Whoops. And we're so familiar with that word because they emphasize it so much. Probably too much, I think. And so they want to know the lateral surface area, but this time not as a number squared, as a polynomial squared. So then yet again you can see, if you're paying attention, that this math is just substituting algebraic expressions for the numbers that we did in elementary school in the earlier grades. And that's really what's going on. And you might say, well, why would you want to do that? Well, as time goes on, we'll see why. But in any case, without doing restrictions or anything like that, we'll just do our monomial times a binomial, since there are no like terms here. And we end up getting 2 pi d times minus 4 pi. And then we multiply it by the height. And again, if you're confused, it's 2 pi r times h. And that turns out to be this guy right here. I really probably shouldn't have to say that. And now I FOIL it, again, using this important FOIL method. And you can check the terms I got. Okay, and I'll make sure that it's very clear to you what I did. And I FOILed it and ended up with 4 terms. As always, I combined the 2 middle terms and came up with a quadratic trinomial, because pi is just a number, as I explained in the last number. Now, when we in the last lesson. Now, we're going to go to factoring very shortly. This does need to be factored, but we're not quite ready to talk about that yet. We're almost there. So there's the correct answer for both of these. I'll box this one as well. Remembering all the time that pi is just a number, and if I really needed to, I could substitute 3.14 or whatever. So there's the work written out for you. That was assignment number 34, done in 2 parts, because like I said, I think it's easier to have the math out instead of doing it step by step. I think you'll learn better this way. Okay.